Bad news for President Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe. This is now happening. Zvavakuitika. Right, let's talk about first the 210 because takufanira kutaridza ma-strategies ari kutopinzigwa right now. And the good thing is these guys, they're very peaceful. Vari kupinza kuma-courts, right? The legal and political landscape in Zimbabwe is highly tense following a widespread, high-profile constitutional court challenge targeting all 210 directly elected members of parliament, MPs, in the National Assembly. This sweeping legal action is directly tied to the controversial Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3, CAB 3. The core of the case, CAB 3 in limbo. The lawsuit seeks to challenge the entire constituents elected component of the National Assembly over the processing and handling of the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. The bill proposes radical shifts to Zimbabwe's democratic structures, including extending presidential, parliamentary, and local governance terms from 5 to 7 years, deferring the upcoming elections from 2028 out to 2030, shifting the election of the president away from a popular public vote to being selected directly by lawmakers within parliament. Right? The court challenge targets all 210 MPs on constitutional grounds, effectively placing the progression of CAB 3 into legal limbo. Critics and legal opposition argue that the legislative process supporting the bill circumvents foundational democratic rights and the true will of the electorate. Right? Key context driving the crisis. The friction surrounding this OMP lawsuit has been magnified by major political and institutional flashpoints. 1. The purge of independent oversight. The stakes of CAB 3 battle became clear following the sudden executive removal of Fungai Jesse Majome, the chairperson of the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission, ZHRC. On April 7, 2026, the ZHRC issued a scathing legal analysis of the CAB 3 public hearings, reporting widespread intimidation of dissenting voices, physical attacks, and forced participation. 3 days later, Majome was abruptly reassigned to the Public Service Commission by the executive. This bypass of constitutional removal tribunals has triggered separate agent filings in the Constitutional Court. Case number CCZ 2926 and drawn international condemnation from global human rights bodies. 2. A history of recall maneuvers. This litigation follows years of political instability within Zimbabwe's legislative board. Since 2020, factional infighting and self-styled political actors have used Section 129 1K of the Constitution to aggressively recall democratically elected opposition MPs from parliament. This legal loophole, stipulating that an MP loses their seat if they cease to belong to their electing political party, has been heavily weaponized to reshape parliamentary majorities and dismantle effective opposition outside of general election cycles. We know all of this Zruito and Mnangagwa, but as we speak right now, 210 my MPs avurigwa nyaya, and in reality they are no longer allowed to vote on CAB 3 whilst their cases are still pending. Murupabata. Right now, Trukuona vachibudikira vachiti pari pakanganisika, why are they still debating? Yes, but debating is different from voting. Right? So, as of right now, we're going to pay an update on exactly what is happening with CAB 3. The state is pushing ahead with the legislative process, and two contrasting narratives have taken center stage in the ongoing debate. The government's push, Justice Minister Ziyambi is actively pushing to have the bill fully passed by late June, because ZANU-PF holds a dominant parliamentary majority following strategic recalls and elections. The state has the required votes to clear the 2/3 threshold in both houses without needing opposition consensus. The public support controversy. The announcement that over 500,000 Zimbabweans backed the bill in writing has been heavily criticized by civic space monitors. Legal watchdogs argue that the number is statistically engineered and ignores the documented suppression, disrupted civic meetings, and the sidelining of critical civil society groups during the 90-day waiting period. So this is exactly what is happening right now in Zimbabwe. Cape 3. But these 210 court cases are going to delay the Cape 3 because there's too much legal push to delay this thing, and it's going to happen because also remember, this whole thing is most probably backed by the military and Chiwenga. And you can understand right now, the only people who support Cape 3 are people who are directly benefiting. And Mnangagwa made sure that everybody who has got state power is in Mnangagwa's pocket. Everybody who has got the significant or relevant state power that can help to pass Cape 3, Mnangagwa has made sure that all of those people are in his pockets. Awapinza vanhu momo akati one day through vanatagbire vanachi, but that audio yatagbire tells a completely different story from another angle. Inotaridza kuti Mnangagwa, yes, he's ambitious, he's doing this, he thinks he's doing it for himself, but actually Tagbire thinks the same. He thinks he's doing this for himself. So both of these guys, unfortunately, andisikuona vachibudirira because I think it's too immoral. The bill is just too immoral. Kana vanga vasina kubvunza kuti let's take one man, one vote. He wasn't supposed to push all these amendments in one bill, Pushing these amendments in one bill is it's honestly, I can't give it another word. It's stupid because people have too many reasons to resist it. One, just taking the rights to vote from the people itself. Remember, masoja wosa angasinga yato vote you. Andini maiza, you are taking the right. Mapurisa wosa achato vote. Akusina acha vote. Wakungo vota ma MP. So everybody has got something to lose. Everyone. Even Msoja, an ordinary soldier, even she has got something to lose. You understand? Ungatova mukuru wemapurisa kuti mchi, you are going to lose both. Achatovoti you. So everybody has got something to lose. He has got stakes in this thing. So, and then at the same time, Uruguti, presidential term guy with to 7 years. That one on its own, people will resist it a lot. But combine it, nekutora and vote. Oh, atu amashuraga. So this is what's happening. Ndino wenyu super galo. Pano pa mzindo wabana. Stay tuned. Change chikupirai to more to my updates. Peace.